Saturday will mark 1 year since the first confirmed case of COVID-19 in the Commonwealth. LEX 18 is taking a look back at how life has changed since then and looking forward to hope in our future. You might remember when a teenager in Woodford County decided to help a group of people that she was studying to serve, the deaf and the hard of hearing community. Her masks drew attention from around the world. Evening Edition's Claire Kopsky caught up with that young woman 1 year later to see the full impact of her passion project.
Nearly a year ago, we met college senior Ashley Lawrence. She was finishing her degree in education for the deaf and hard of hearing, student teaching from her parents' home in Woodford County. With stay-at-home orders, she suddenly had extra time on her hands.
I was hearing these kids talk about how concerned they were about the virus just in general. And then I was like, and then they also have to deal with the fact that the people that they used to be able to communicate with, they no longer can.
With that concern, her ideas started flowing.
And my mom really likes to craft, and she's really good at just picking stuff up and just doing it. So I came down one morning and I was like, what if we made a mask?
These are not like any other masks. They have clear windows to help the deaf and hard of hearing community communicate.
You want the needle to go like in here.
People who are profoundly deaf who use ASL as their primary mode of communication, ASL is very big on facial expressions, and that's part of the grammar.
Our story went viral, popping up on dozens of news outlets, including CNN, CBS, John Krasinski's Some Good News, NY Post, People.com, and 2 appearances on MSNBC.
Now to something a little more hopeful and an update to a story we first brought you last week. Ashley Lawrence is a senior in Kentucky and decided to help members of the deaf and hard of hearing.
It only took days before tens of thousands of requests landed in Ashley's inbox wanting her masks. Too many requests to keep up with, but she saw the conversation shift in just a matter of days.
And I saw the progression of people saying, like, look at this mask. Oh, I don't like how it fogs. I don't like this and this. Oh, what if we changed it to a different plastic?
So instead, she decided to teach people how to make their own.
It really, I think, bridged that gap between the communities where, the hearing community finally started to listen.
Fast forward to today. Ashley graduated and has been teaching in a blended classroom with deaf and hard of hearing students for more than a semester in Florida. She says she's lucky, as her school district bought masks with clear windows for all students and teachers who needed them. But she's learned firsthand it's still an uphill battle.
In pre-K, a lot of it is B says buh, C says cuh, but we all have to be wearing masks at all times. And both my deaf, because I have a blended class of deaf and hearing kids, and both groups of students struggle with some of the sounds because they can't see me making it.
Ashley still receives about 100 emails every day from all around the world, but she's seen companies now selling masks with clear windows to the masses. To her, that's mission accomplished.
It's definitely changed me into the person that I am today because it's made me check my privilege. It's made me understand, that I'm just a small piece, but it started into this larger conversation, which is so cool. And it really does show and prove the impact that words can have and conversations like this can have, because who would have thought?
The 22-year-old from Kentucky never thought she would be teaching the world a lesson.
It's still a little surreal to look back on and remember that, yeah, that happened.
In Lexington, Claire Kopsky, LEX 18 News.
We hope you'll join us this Saturday for A Year of Loss, Resilience, and Hope, COVID-19 in Kentucky. It airs at 7 o'clock right here on LEX 18. You will also be able to stream it on our LEX 18 app, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.